Most people stay stuck because they set their standards too low. They tell themselves they are doing enough, but they are really just doing what is comfortable. They put in effort, but not the kind of effort that actually transforms them. They get stuck in a pattern of just getting by instead of demanding the best from themselves. And that is why they never break through, because what you tolerate becomes your reality. If you tolerate excuses, you will live in excuses. If you tolerate mediocrity, you will stay average. If you tolerate half effort, you will never see full results. But if you raise your standards, if you demand excellence from yourself in everything you do, everything changes. This is the mindset of the elite. They do not settle. They do not cut corners. They do not allow themselves to move at the same speed as everyone else. They operate above the standard. They train harder. They execute better. They expect more from themselves than anyone else ever would. And because of that, they rise to the top while everyone else stays the same. And that is exactly what you must do for the next 6 months. You must raise your standards in your work, in your discipline, in your habits, in your mindset, in your physical and mental toughness. You must hold yourself to a level of excellence that forces you to grow. This means no more doing the bare minimum, no more just enough, no more working when it is convenient and stopping when it gets hard. If you commit to something, you go all in. If you set a goal, you give everything you have to achieve it. If you wake up, you attack the day like your life depends on it, because it does. This means training harder than you ever have before. Not just showing up, but pushing yourself past your limits. Not just doing the work, but demanding more from yourself every single day. If you used to stop at 10 reps, you go to 12. If you used to work for an hour, you work for 90 minutes. If you used to set small goals, you start setting massive ones. Because here is the truth. Growth only happens under pressure. If you are not uncomfortable, you are not growing. If you are not being challenged, you are not improving. If you are not struggling, you are not evolving. Comfort is the enemy of progress. And if you want to change your life in 6 months, you must chase discomfort. You must seek out challenges. You must force yourself to grow every single day. Most people do not do this. They avoid struggle. They look for the easy path. They want to change, but they do not want to be uncomfortable. And that is why they never reach their full potential. Because true transformation requires pain. It requires sacrifice. It requires pushing yourself past the point where most people quit. And that is what you must do. You must become obsessed with leveling up. You must demand excellence in everything. The way you train, the way you work, the way you think, the way you carry yourself, everything. There can be no weak points, no gaps in your discipline, no areas where you accept mediocrity. If something is not at the highest level, you fix it immediately. This is how you create massive results in a short period of time. By removing every weakness, by strengthening every part of your life, by making sure that every single move you make is moving you forward. And this is where most people fail. They set a high standard for a little while, but then they let it slip. They make progress, but then they slow down. They think they have done enough, so they relax. And before they know it, they are back where they started. But you will not let that happen. You will keep raising your standards every single day. You will not just maintain your progress, you will accelerate it. You will not just settle for what you have done. You will demand more. You will never let yourself go back to who you used to be. This means you must constantly evaluate yourself. You must hold yourself accountable. You must ask yourself every day, did I give my absolute best today? Did I push myself further than I did yesterday? Did I hold myself to the highest standard possible? And if the answer is no, then you fix it immediately. There is no room for average anymore. There's no room for hesitation. There is no room for slowing down. You are in full control of your future. And for the next 6 months, you will operate at a level that most people will never reach. Because once you raise your standards, once you demand excellence from yourself every single day, you will never go back. You will never settle. You will never accept anything less than your absolute best. At this point, you have taken control of your time, mastered discipline, and raised your standards. Now, the next phase of this 6-month plan is to develop an unshakable mindset. Because success is not just about working harder. It is not just about grinding every day. It is about building a mind so strong that nothing can break you. A mind that does not give in to doubt, does not surrender to fear, and does not get shaken by obstacles. Most people never reach their full potential because their mind is weak. They let fear control them. They let small failures discourage them. They get distracted by negativity, by what others think, by temporary setbacks. And because of that, they never stay consistent long enough to see real success. But you will not fall into that trap, because from this moment forward, you will train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, stronger than your fears, stronger than any obstacle that comes your way. You will develop the kind of mental toughness that allows you to keep moving forward no matter what. And this is where the real test begins, because over the next 6 months, you will face challenges. You will have moments where doubt creeps in. You will have days where everything in you wants to slow down. But those are the moments that separate the winners from everyone else. What do you do when things get hard? The weak mind breaks. It looks for an escape. It starts making excuses. It starts blaming circumstances. But the strong mind, it keeps moving forward. It does not break. It does not complain. It does not waste time feeling sorry for itself. It simply keeps going. And this is the mindset you must adopt. Nothing can stop me. Not pain, not fear, not struggle, not failure, nothing. Most people are controlled by their thoughts. They allow negativity to take over. They feed their fears. They focus on problems instead of solutions. But from this moment forward, you will control your mind. You will be intentional about what you allow into your head. You will remove negative thoughts the second they appear. You will refuse to give power to fear, doubt, or hesitation. This means being ruthless with your self-talk. No more saying, I hope I succeed. No more thinking, I'll try my best. No more entertaining thoughts of failure. From now on, you will only speak and think in absolutes. I will succeed. I will execute. I will dominate. Because here is the truth. Your mind controls your reality. If you believe you will succeed, you will. If you believe you are unstoppable, you are. If you believe that no matter what happens, you will keep going, then nothing in this world can stop you. But if you allow even a little bit of doubt in, if you let fear take up space in your head, if you hesitate for even a second, that is all it takes for weakness to creep in. And once weakness enters your mind, it spreads. And that is why you must protect your mindset like your life depends on it, because it does. This means eliminating negativity. If something does not serve your growth, it does not belong in your mind. If people around you are negative, if they doubt you, if they try to pull you back to their level, you remove them from your life. If your environment is filled with distractions, if it is keeping you from operating at your highest level, you change it immediately. Because your mind is like a battlefield, and every day you are either winning or losing the battle inside your head. You're either feeding strength or feeding weakness. You're either reinforcing the belief that you are unstoppable or allowing doubt to slow you down. And this is the secret that most people never understand. Your life is a reflection of your mind. If your mind is weak, your results will be weak. If your mind is strong, your results will be strong. It is that simple. So for the next 6 months, you will train your mind with the same intensity that you train your body, your skills, and your discipline. You will strengthen it every single day. You will eliminate weakness from your thinking. You will not allow distractions, negativity, or fear to control you. And here is how you do it. You expose yourself to struggle on purpose. You put yourself in difficult situations. You challenge yourself daily. You do things that scare you, that make you uncomfortable, that force you to grow. Because the only way to build a strong mind is through resistance. Most people avoid struggle. They look for the easy way out. They try to escape discomfort, but that is why they stay weak. Because strength, real strength, is built by pushing through things that would break other people. And that is what you must do. For the next 6 months, you must seek out the things that make you uncomfortable. You must chase difficulty. You must put yourself in situations that test your limits. Because the more you do this, the stronger you will become. And once your mind is strong, nothing can stop you. So ask yourself, are you ready to control your mind? Are you ready to remove fear? Are you ready to eliminate doubt and hesitation forever? Because once you make that decision, once you fully commit to this level of mental strength, you will never go back to your old way of thinking. Now that you have built discipline, raised your standards, and developed an unshakable mindset, the final piece of this 6-month success plan is relentless execution. Because all the discipline in the world means nothing without action. All the right habits, all the right thoughts, all the right strategies are useless if you do not execute consistently at the highest level without hesitation. Most people never reach their full potential because they overthink instead of execute. They wait for the perfect moment. They tell themselves they need more time, more preparation, more information. And because of that, they stay stuck. They plan, but they never move. They think, but they never do. And eventually, they look back and realize they have wasted years waiting for conditions to be perfect, when all along, success was waiting for them to take action. But you will not make that mistake, because from this moment forward, you will become a machine of execution. You will not hesitate. You will not wait. You will not let fear or doubt slow you down. If something needs to be done, you will do it immediately. And this is the biggest shift that will separate you from the majority. Because most people talk about what they are going to do. They dream about success. They tell themselves that one day they will finally take action. But winners, they do not talk. They do not dream. They execute every single day. No excuses, no hesitation, no waiting. This is how you make massive progress in 6 months. Not by moving when you feel ready, not by waiting until conditions are perfect, but by taking action right now. Even if you do not have all the answers, even if you are not 100% prepared, even if fear is screaming in your head. Because here is the truth. Action kills fear. Action builds confidence. Action creates momentum. Most people think they need to feel confident before they take action, but it is the opposite. Confidence does not come from thinking. It comes from doing. The more you act, the more you push yourself, the more you step into the unknown, the stronger you become. And before you know it, the things that once scared you, the things that once made you hesitate, the things that once felt impossible become easy. So from now on, you will operate with urgency. No more procrastination, no more delays, no more, I'll do it later. If something needs to be done, you do it immediately. If there is an opportunity, you take it without hesitation. If a challenge arises, you face it head on. This means you will move faster than everyone else. You will work harder. You will push further. And because of that, you will separate yourself from the crowd. While others are still thinking, still debating, still making excuses, you will already be 10 steps ahead, building momentum, gaining ground, creating success. And this is the secret that high performers understand. Speed matters. The faster you move, the more opportunities you create. The more momentum you build, the easier success becomes. Because once you are in motion, once you are locked in, once you have momentum on your side, nothing can stop you. Most people never experience this because they never move fast enough to build real momentum. They stop and start. They take action, then hesitate. They make a little progress, then slow down. But winners, they do not stop. They do not take breaks. They do not slow down once they start seeing results. They keep accelerating. And that is what you must do for the next 6 months. You must become relentless. You must execute at a speed and intensity that most people cannot keep up with. You must remove hesitation, eliminate delays, and train yourself to move forward without fear. Because this is how success happens fast. It is not magic. It is not luck. It is not some secret formula. It is just massive, relentless action every single day. It is making sure that not a single moment is wasted. It is pushing forward no matter what. It is refusing to slow down, refusing to take your foot off the gas, refusing to settle for anything less than maximum progress. And once you do this, you will realize something incredible. You are capable of far more than you ever thought. The limits you thought you had, they were never real. The doubts in your head, they were just illusions. The things you once feared, they were only obstacles because you hesitated. But now you are moving. Now you are executing. Now you are proving to yourself that nothing can stop you. And this is where transformation happens. Because once you start operating at this level, once you make execution your default setting, you will never go back to the way you used to be. You will never again be the person who hesitates, who second guesses, who lets fear or laziness slow them down. You will have become a different person. Someone who is sharp, someone who is fast, someone who dominates in every area of life. So ask yourself, am I ready to execute like never before? Am I ready to move faster, work harder, push further than I ever have? Am I ready to eliminate hesitation, to remove fear, to take massive action every single day until my success is inevitable? Because if the answer is yes, then the next 6 months will be the most powerful months of your life. You have made the decision. A decision that most people will never make. A decision to take full control of your time, your discipline, your mindset, and your execution. A decision to commit to 6 months of absolute focus. 6 months of relentless action. 6 months of becoming the strongest, sharpest, most unstoppable version of yourself. And now the only thing left to do is follow through. Because here is the truth. 6 months of extreme focus can put you years ahead. 6 months of eliminating distractions, eliminating excuses, eliminating hesitation can change your entire life. 6 months of executing every single day with no breaks, no wasted time, no stopping, can take you from where you are right now to a place you never thought possible. But only if you commit fully, not halfway, not with a mindset of I'll try, not with excuses about why it might be too hard, fully, with everything you have, with every ounce of effort, every moment of focus, every drop of discipline inside of you. Most people never do this. They stay in the cycle of starting and stopping. They make progress, then let up. They get excited, then lose motivation. And because of that, they never see what they are truly capable. But you are not like most people. Because now you know the truth. You know that success is not about luck. It is not about waiting. It is not about hoping things will change. It is about executing relentlessly. So from this moment forward, there's no turning back. You are all in. Every day, you will wake up and attack your goals with intensity. You will protect your time. You will push yourself beyond your limits. You will eliminate every weakness, every distraction, every excuse that could slow you down. You will execute with precision, with focus, with the kind of hunger that separates winners from everyone else. And 6 months from now, you will look back and realize that this was the moment you stopped waiting, the moment you stopped making excuses, the moment you decided once and for all that nothing was going to stop you. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. Because the person you are becoming, the person you are building over these next 6 months, will never go back to the way things used to be. Once you reach this level, once you develop this kind of momentum, once you see how powerful you truly are, you will never want to slow down again. So go, move with speed, move with purpose, move with the kind of intensity that forces success to happen, because the next 6 months are yours. And when they are over, the world will not recognize you.